It's Tuesday, June 17th, 2016, and there's something that I've been thinking a lot about that keeps kind of cropping up in my life. And I've realized that personally I am feeling a lot of pressure to look a certain way as a guy. And mostly the pressure, I think, is like coming from my head. Like, nobody's really pressing it upon me, except my doctor has said a few things. My surgeon said something to me a couple months ago. And basically, I'm just feeling really insecure and less than, and I'm just not feeling too hot about myself. It's very interesting being trans and having identified as a woman for 24 years of my life and having the societal expectations of what a woman should look like. You know, we're supposed to be skinny, you're supposed to be, always wearing makeup and, have your hair done and all that stuff. And now, being on the other side of it, I feel pressure to be hyper masculine and to have biceps and a small waist and abs. And I never really, I was pretty skinny when I was a girl, but I always felt fat. Like, I was very skinny and I was very in shape, but I always felt like I was gross. And since then, or like in my later days of identifying as a woman, I gained a lot of weight due to being on some medicines that rapidly cause weight gain. So I've always been at war with my body. I've struggled with an eating disorder for probably like 11 years, and I have body dysmorphic disorder. So it's always a battle in the mirror and with myself that I don't look the way I want to, or I don't look the way that I feel society wants me to. I'm always a person that says, like, forget what society says, you should love yourself, like, love yourself no matter what you look like, but I find that very difficult for me to do. And I'm finding just this pressure of having to look like this really hyper-masculine male to start kind of feeling suffocating. It's really difficult living in New York and seeing just millions of people all the time and seeing all of these cis men with their tiny 32 or 30-inch waists and, no hips and just straight up and down flat chests. And knowing that I don't look anything close to that. Like, I look at myself in my camera and I see my face and I don't like what I see. I see chubby cheeks, awful hair, acne, and then I look at my shoulders and I just see like fat, and I'm not happy with the way that I look, and I've been trying to make small changes to like better my self-esteem and feel better about myself, like exercising, but like I just feel like I'll never fit into the ideal that's expected of men. And especially as an actor, I'm feeling even more pressure to really look a certain way. I felt that as a female, as an actor, that I had to be skinny and pretty in order to get, the roles that I wanted. But now as a guy, I feel like I have to be ripped in order to get the leading roles. I don't want to be like the funny fat friend. And, if I'm honest with myself, I'm not like obese or anything, but I'm also not skinny. Like, I guess I'm chubby, and I hate that word, but like, what kind of roles do you get as a chubby person? Like, you're never gonna be, like, the leading role in, like, a romantic comedy. So I just feel this pressure that's mostly coming from myself to look a certain way. And I look at all these other trans guys, and I'm just like, oh my God, I really don't look like them. Like, Instagram and Tumblr are just not healthy when you don't have a good self-esteem, because I see all these guys that are on T less than I have been. Like, I have 11 months and 2 days that are completely passable and have these amazing bodies, and I'm just like, I don't look like that. and I don't know that I ever will. I mean, I'm sure someday I will, but that's not going to happen in the next, like, couple weeks. So it's just really interesting being on both sides of the spectrum of society's expectations of what I'm supposed to look like. Because I just wish I could be me and not feel that I have to look a certain way. And it's like, I'm in an industry where the way that you look is very important. I could be a doctor and I could weigh like 500 pounds and it wouldn't matter. No, I'm an actor and the way you look is important. So yeah, and I think it's really interesting that I feel, and this is a broad generalization, but a lot of the trans men that I see on social media that are African American all have a very certain type of body where they are completely passing as cis men. They're got six packs and arms and jawlines, and I think I still look feminine. I certainly sound feminine, and like I said, it's going to be 11 months in 2 days, and this is how I still look. So it's just frustrating. Yeah. Sorry if this is like a downer video, but it's just how I feel today, and it's how I've been feeling, and I'm hoping that when I have top surgery, I'll feel a little better about myself, but I also feel like it's already causing more stress because I'm having surgery in August, and I don't look the way that I would like to look. So, anyway, that's enough complaining for one video.